the proposed plan passes, homeowners will have to collect their own glass jars and come here to recycle them. Christina Jung in Burnaby for BCIT Magazine. As you can see behind me is Nanji's backyard, and right next to her backyard fence is where the Cape Horn construction takes place. Starting at 10 o'clock in the evening, construction trucks roll over this area, which Nanji says causes unbearable noises and shakes to her home. Welcome to this week's Hot Button. Last week we chatted about tanning, indoor tanning versus tanning outside, and which method you use. To Bob Moore, the new Peach Creek Trail is so familiar he can stroll through this scenic path with his eyes closed.
A number of us knew about the Fisheries and Oceans Trail along the creek. Earlier on, it was certain times of the year it was impassable because it was too muddy and too narrow. We thought as a project for our Rotary Club, with 50-50 funding split with the city, we would widen and improve that and make it a trail that everyone could use. How do you like the new bench?
Lovely. It's a coveted place with the stream right here.
Yeah.
In just 1 year, Bob and the members of the Rotary Trails Committee helped design a new and improved trail, one with its own unique characteristics.
It's a little different than the main Rotary Trail. It winds and twists, and you get different ideas and different vistas as you go along. It's very tranquil with the babbling brook, so to speak, and lots of wildlife in the area. What you're looking at now is the remnants of a beaver dam there.
Along this new windy path, walkers can stop to enjoy some of nature's hidden treasures.
This is a nice tranquil spot.
And it's no surprise why this tranquil trail already has some loyal users.
I go down here every day for 45 minutes, get my healthy walk in, and just enjoy the scenery and the water and just the peace and quiet. It's very well done, very well attended, and I just miss it when I'm not down here. So it's really it's a real joy and pleasure to come down here every day, and just whether it's raining a little bit or it's sunny, either one, I'm here.
For anyone who misses the old trail, remnants of it can still be seen throughout the 1.7-kilometer route.
Just up ahead you can see a bit of the old path that was built by Department of Fisheries and Oceans to gain access to the creek, and you can see how our trail follows it to a large degree, but then wound off because they didn't want to cut down the trees. And we'll see little sections of the old trail as we go along.
The Peach Creek Trail loops back to the Rotary Vedder River Trail, making it the ideal path for all kinds of nature buffs. In Chilliwack, I'm Christina Jung for Go Fraser Valley.
Well, I'm tired and so weary, but I must go alone till the Lord comes and calls me away. My wife and I went to a karaoke lounge here in Chilliwack, and believe it or not, I was quite impressed by the singers. And anybody that would get up and sing karaoke would portray a crooner. And my wife had basically dared me to get up and sing. And at the very least, I'd make a fool of myself. I picked a song called Can't Help Falling in Love with You. Wise men say only fools rush in. One guy walked in one day and said, Elvis is here. And I looked around the room. And he says, no, you. He says, you got all the costumes and stuff? Because you have a great voice. I said, oh, no, I'm just here. And he says, what a waste. You should do it. First, I thought it was comical, and then I realized it was a profession, and I took a chance. Don't step on my pink suede shoes. I was prepared to sing on the weekends and work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. But when my phone started to ring in 2005, off the hook every day, I had to make a decision. Let's see what we're gonna wear today. You know, I worked in a grocery store here at the IGA, and there's no recollection to Elvis. But once I dyed the hair and found out how to style it, of course, and then the lip would work. Yeah, now I get comments all the time. It's awesome. Don't be cruel, too hard is true. Well, let's walk up to the preacher and let us say hi. First time I got on stage, people thought I had the Elvis moves, but it was just nervousness. I was shaking. But after the end of the first show, it was electric. It was exciting, and you got a little piece of what Elvis felt like, because there's this automatic thrill with that kind of music and the way people relate to it today. Oh, it's in me. It's in my blood now, and you know, I think just keeping the persona of Elvis is in my character. The very first magazine that Elvis was ever in. I just want to keep singing and inspiring people, and I see a lot of the younger generation come out and say, "Wow, is that what Elvis is?" And I said, "Well, what I'm doing is just a smidge of what Elvis was." And there's no better thrill. And for me to experience that on just a small note to what Elvis did, I can only imagine what he went through. In the valley for me.
It all started here at the Chilliwack Community Correctional Center 9 years ago. The center's residents and volunteers came together to form the Bowls of Hope Society, an organization dedicated to giving back to the community.
We decided we'd go and talk to one of our neighboring schools, which was Robertson. And Robertson let us know that they had a number of children that were going hungry to school every day. We thought we'd be feeding maybe 3 or 4 kids, and very quickly we found out we were feeding 25.
And this is where the cooking happens. Every day, this kitchen is filled with smells of hearty soups made with only the freshest ingredients. Volunteers devote their time to carefully create healthy lunches for underprivileged students.
That's very good. If you can imagine, I don't know if you've ever gone for a whole day without eating, it's pretty bad. And some of these children go for longer than 1 day without eating. So, you know, it just makes a big difference, a huge difference when you see the children. And it's, to me, that's the most important thing.
Chef Rich makes sure every student receives the same amount of nutrients by carefully stirring the soup before pouring it into the container.
It's just a matter of filling these up.
These containers are then delivered to 17 different schools, all with the help of the Chilliwack community.
Everything is based on donations. We have the support of the school district, that they do what they can. But with respect to the food and gathering up all the different vegetables and meats and stuff that we need in the bread during the year, it's all by donation. We have major sponsors that donate vans to us. We have smaller artisan shops that donate $25 gift certificates. But every dollar, I mean, it costs me 33 cents a day to feed a child. So every dollar feeds 3 kids that day. So we'd take anything.
The society now feeds over 600 children and has received incredible feedback.
We've done 2 studies with UFE. Research students followed children for complete school year. Marks, attendance, and behavior all improved. So essentially, these were the children we're feeding. So these are guys that didn't get that food when they were growing up, ended up, for whatever the reasons are, we don't judge, and they ended up committing crimes, going to jail, and now they're trying to get their lives back together. I've been doing this for 30 years, working with adult males that have come, you know, out of jail looking to return to the community. It became very evident that we should have done something long before they got to this stage. If I can keep one child from having to go into the justice system by this program, then the whole program's a success.
The Bowls of Hope Society continues to welcome new volunteers and donations to keep the program running. In Chilliwack, I'm Christina Jung for Go Fraser Valley.
Nope. Never has so far.